score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who is next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a Tempur-Pedic bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 29. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. Pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. A first down carry for Barkley. And
taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
This is caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants 7, Chargers 0.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Open man is Uzomah. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Left side, he's got Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
To the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And remember, here on a miss, this is a live football. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down before he can really get anything going. May have picked up a few extra yards there on that return to the missed field goal, but not much. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much.
And caught by Cooper for a Charger touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Yeah, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his football.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Curtis Samuel, 29 yards. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Giants 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and then they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Eckler now between the tackles.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert.
Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get... Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got Bellinger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the tight end goes in motion left. Jones throwing on first down.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
There's a nice move. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Herbert now. pressure comes, and down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Giants 24.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And some room to run now.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
162 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
A 3-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Miller.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA.
Giants are, especially when you see them in full pads. It is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 2.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Completes it to Miller. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time now? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Barkley, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
Faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.